Peace. If you're wondering how much more time is left with the world, you've got all this tyrannical, wicked despotism raising its head in the world. You know, all the warnings that were warned to the wicked about the wicked changing their ways were ignored. And then what happened was, just like when Nebuchadnezzar took the Israelites into Babylon because of the sin that they committed, Babylon the Great has subtly captured the whole world. It's cozied up to all the kings of the earth, and they're now taking all the freedoms from the people. They didn't want to have knowledge, the knowledge that God gives. But you know, I really like this sermon that was given at Harry's false wedding when he was supposed to have married Meghan Markle. Because I just love the fact that the royal family were clearly caught out by the sermon that was given when, although it's an apostate church, the actual sermon that was given by Michael Curry was a to-the-point gospel sermon. And the tyrants who were about to literally devour all the freedoms of the people on the earth just had to sit through this sermon and listen to how they should love their neighbour and how the world would be a much better place if they loved people. And these wicked tyrants who were just ready to devour everything they can in cohorts with the Catholic Church. I mean, this guy can't even raise his eyes. They don't know what to do with themselves.
This began the most revolutionary movement in all of human history. A movement grounded in the unconditional love of God for the world. And a movement mandating people to live that love. And in so doing, to change not only their lives, but the very life of the world itself. And you cannot pray like all. You just tell the love of Jesus, how he died to save us all. Oh, that's the palm in Gilead. This way of love is the way of life. They got it. He died to save us all. He didn't die for anything he could get out of it.
See how uncomfortable they were? Just so uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what sin does. Deceives you into the ways of the devil. Oh, just look at that. Wow, look at that. Whoa, yeah, that's the gospel. See that? Wow, I just cannot believe this. So the scripture tells you, see, Babylon is the habitation of devils. The habitation of devils. And look, they've all given their kingdoms to the beast. All their kingdoms they gave away to the beast. For God has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom to the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. See, look, these have one mind. These have one mind. The human race will then become one family, and the world will be the dwelling of rational men. Adam Weishaupt, founder of the Illuminati, and a Jesuit, i.e. Roman Catholic. So if you think about this character Weishaupt, Augustin Baruel wrote that Weishaupt's goals were equality and liberty, together with the most absolute independence, are to be the substitutes for all rights and all property. So if we read that again, equality, we've heard a lot about that recently, and liberty, together with the most absolute independence, are to be the substitutes for all rights and all property. So this is the Wikipedia page for the Great Reset, and under the criticism, it says the conspiracy theory of the Great Reset first spread following the initiative's announcement. It spread in response to the plan alleging that global financial elites, it says global financial elites and world leaders have planned a pandemic, deliberately letting loose the coronavirus to cause the conditions that will allow a restructuring of the world's governments. It alleges that the main goals of the Great Reset are to take global and political economic control by instating a Marxist totalitarian regime and, by extension, the New World Order. It is claimed that such a regime would abolish personal ownership and property rights, send the military into cities, impose mandatory vaccination, and create isolation camps for people who resist.